What is up, guys? Another beautiful day for trading. It is Monday, June 24th, 8:50 in the morning, just an hour before the stock market opens. I wanted to get started with a little Bitcoin. So, looking at the daily time frame, we're still very much in an uptrend. Um, the last the last higher low was set at 89.19. Since then, it's been 6 days of higher highs. You can see here it hit the high of 94.77 and it hit the low at 89.19. And then since then, it's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Today would be the 6th day. It's looking for higher highs, and which means that it hasn't pulled back or consolidated since the 18th of June, which is good. But when you have huge moves like this, it's always expected to have a little bit of a pullback, find its new range, and then see what's going to happen. Basically, if it pulls back, anything above 89.19 is a higher low, which means that the daily trend is still bullish. If we want to zoom into the 4-hour time frame, if 10,550 breaks, then you can zoom out to the daily and expect anything above 80.19 to be the higher low. If you want to zoom out to the weekly, actually, let me show you first. So when you're looking for daily consolidation and you're telling yourself, okay, anything above 89.19 is going to be a higher low, you want to get prepared just in case 89.19 does break. If 89.19 does break, that means that the daily trend is now bearish, and you want to zoom out to the weekly and see where the next support is. So if that breaks, you're still in a weekly uptrend, right? And you're looking for this in a weekly. Anything above 74.27 keeps the bulls in control for the weekly. So Bitcoin can sell off and pull back all the way to 7,500, and it would still be very bullish for the macro outlook of Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. This is the similar story for most coins. We'll take a look at ETH now. ETH level of support is 261. Anything above 261 is healthy daily higher low. So if you want to put the high here at 318, ideally you'd want to see you see it hit the high of 318. You want to see pullback consolidation, set a daily higher low from 261, go back up, and continue tightening in this equilibrium pattern. So zooming out for the weekly, if 261 does break bearish, you can zoom out to the weekly, and you can see that the last higher low was set at 226. So the bulls are very comfortable in most coins. They have a lot of room to consolidate. It's still a weekly uptrend in Ethereum unless 226 breaks bearish. You're still on the daily. Daily trend still going good. Anything above 260 sits a higher low. We can zoom in a little and see what's going on the 4-hour. So this is where my stop loss was. It was at $300. It had hit 300, support, again support. It did break bearish yesterday, so a percentage of my positions did close, which I'm not upset about because I can always jump right back in if I see some type of confirmation. There was no bearish follow through though, so it quickly jumped back up above $300, and it's now trading in this range. Anything below 318 is a lower high, and it would keep consolidating. The only coin that is actually hitting support is Litecoin. So if 133 breaks in Litecoin, which it hasn't, it's actually held support. But anything breaking 133, it changes the daily trend for Litecoin. But no big deal. If it breaks 133, you can zoom out to the weekly and tell that, oops, the last weekly higher low was set at 97.05. So Litecoin can retrace all the way back to $97, and it would still be bullish for the weekly trend. Moving along now to stocks. Today is going to be a very interesting day because where we left off on stocks, they had briefly broken all-time highs. This is the weekly. Let me go back to the daily. They had briefly set all-time highs, which were set at 29.54. It has its daily higher low set at 28.79. Anything above 28.79 on this pullback is still bullish for the stock market on the daily time frame. Turning into the 4-hour. It's still in an uptrend, higher highs. But yeah, it's consolidating. It's looking for that higher low from 28.79 on the daily. This is the same story for a lot of the different indexes, except for financials. Actually, financials are struggling a little bit more than just the index. You can see financials hit their highs at 27.61. They pulled back to the lows of 26.93. They tested 27.61 again. So it's in this equilibrium pattern. Anything above 26.93 is still bullish on the daily. If that breaks, then you can switch over to the weekly and see that anything above 25.91 is still bullish for financials. If 25.93 breaks bearish, then it will be in a downtrend in the daily and in the weekly. QQQ, daily inside bar, multiple daily inside bars. Still looking bullish. Anything above 182 is perfectly fine. Basically, stocks are just looking for healthy consolidation before their next leg up. There's nothing that is worrying too much. If stocks start losing their daily uptrends, then it could look a little dicey. But for now, they have a lot of room to work with. Taking a look at the small caps, IWM, anything above 151 is still bullish, the daily time frame. And looking at healthcare, anything above 91.06 is perfectly fine. Switching over to some commodities, gold is steadily rising. It hasn't consolidated, kind of like Bitcoin over the last 6-7 days. The last daily higher low is set at 1336. So the bulls have a lot of room to pull back. Anything above 1336 is another higher low, and it keeps the bulls in control on the daily time frame. If 1336 did break bearish, you can look on the weekly time frame and see the last daily higher low was set at 1267. So yeah, bulls should be very happy with where they are right now. They have a lot of space to consolidate and keep moving up. It's looking incredibly bullish on the monthly time frame. If you want to zoom out, it has this head and shoulders pattern that it's been playing out since 2013. Good little 6 years. And yeah, I think that gold can keep running and visit all-time highs, potentially. Um, Other than gold, oil is also looking bullish. This is crude oil. I was looking at this in the $50 range. I thought it looked pretty enticing because it was good support back in the beginning of the first quarter. It hit $50, $50, $50, and it kept bouncing. I assumed that it would do that again, which it did. It hit $50. It reached the high of 54.84. It revisited the lows at 50, and then it completely broke bullish and hasn't looked back since. It hasn't had a daily higher low since 51.58. So bulls have a lot of room to consolidate and push forward. The next resistance on the daily is here at almost $60. So we're going to be looking at oil hitting resistance and then possibly pulling back and continuing. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys get a little bit of value out of these videos. It's the whole reason why I put them out there. Not only does it help me improve my trading and my vocabulary and how I speak, it also, I hope, brings you guys some value on how to trade or what to look for in charts. Hopefully, I'll be doing some beginner's tutorials for any of you guys that don't know exactly what I'm talking about when I'm making these videos or how to read the charts. So hopefully down the road I'll be making some of those videos. For now, I'm just focusing on making market update videos and technical analysis videos and getting that started. And yeah, so if you guys enjoyed the video, please let me know with a like or a comment or a subscription or an Instagram follow, whatever you guys want to do. It's good with me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.